Pops, should I be buying a car today or should I be waiting until the end of the year? Let's demystify Black Friday car deals, end of year car deals, interest rates rising. It's a pretty tricky situation. Break it down for us. Better deals today or better deals tomorrow? Help us understand.
It's really kind of simple. Car dealerships are not Walmart. There are no early bird specials. There's no midday specials. There's really no Black Friday specials. Okay. The specials are at the end of the year. The week between Christmas and New Year's is when the big push happens, both for the manufacturer and the dealerships. Everybody has set goals for the year. Okay. And that last week is the time when everybody pushes their hardest to make those goals happen.
So like most likely to negotiate things like that, most likely to have incentives from the manufacturer, which if you've been playing along at home, you know incentives have pretty much gone away, although that they are starting to come back. Like Volkswagen just brought Sign the Drive back right now for Black Friday time. There's some Dodge incentives, some Ram incentives. So incentives are coming back.
Nothing says thanks quite like going to joinyaa.com and typing in thanks20 to get 20% off on your YAA Plus membership or thanks 100 to save $100 on your vehicle service contract.
But there is another factor to this, Dad.
What's that?
It's another factor. Interest rates.
Yes.
So if you are financing the purchase of your vehicle, friendly reminder to everyone, go to joinyaa.com/finance and get a pre-approval from a credit union before you go to the dealership. But if you're financing, Dad,
like 86% of all people do.
That's the big question.
Yes.
Should I buy now while interest rates are lower than they will be come December 29th when interest rates are going to be higher? You also have to factor in if it's a new vehicle or a used vehicle, because new, maybe you can get the manufacturer incentive, interest rate, used, you would. Like, how do you think about all that and how should we think about it?
Well, the way you think about it is you try to project what you think the additional cash savings would be off of the price. Okay. And how that's going to impact the bottom line. So if today you were going to finance $30,000, what would that payment be for 5 or 6 years?
Let's actually use the example we have from the article, Pops. We have an example here for financing $35,000 at a 5% APR for 60 months.
Okay.
You would pay $4,629 in total interest over the 60 months.
Okay, got it.
Now, if at December year end, you're only able to get a 7.5% interest rate. That's the best interest rate you can qualify for. But it's a $33,000 financed amount because you save $2,000 because it's year end, incentives, likelihood to negotiate, all that fun stuff. You're paying $6,675 in interest over those 60 months, $2,046 more.
Okay, but you save, so it's costing you ultimately over those 5 years $46.
This is the equation that everyone right now has to be doing. And so it also implicates how much, or another factor to this, I should say, is how much you're going to be financing.
Yes. Because
if you're going to be buying that Range Rover Autobiography for $90,000, you're going to be financing likely a lot more than someone buying a Honda Accord at, 20, 25 grand.
I would think, yes. But so the key is figure out which is going to save you the most money and act accordingly. Now, my suspicion is that there will be year-end incentives from the manufacturers that will ultimately end up saving you money, whether it be a subvented interest rate to hold the interest rate down.
And explain that. Subvented interest rate means?
If the typical rate should be 5.9%, but the manufacturer through their captive lender agrees to do a 60-month loan at 2.9%.
Ram is literally doing this right now. So
that's what's known as a subvented interest rate. So there is significant savings if you're saving 3% on your loan.
But those are only for new cars, not used cars, correct?
Typically. But at the end of the year, there could be some certified pre-owned incentives on interest rates as well.
So for new cars, you're likely to see more incentives, especially more financing incentives. And we think you will actually see a lot of them come back here in December because demand has slowed down so much and we've seen inventory start to creep back up. So because of that, we expect to see an increase in incentives, which likely would be subvented interest rates.
Yes.
On the used car side of things, I think it's a more challenging equation. Used car APRs are higher. Auto loans, are higher to begin with. You're not doing an example of 5 and 7.5% for a used car. Most people are doing an example with 10 and 13% APR for used cars. It's just the reality is a used car interest rate is going to be higher, and used car prices have been plummeting. I mean, on the wholesale side and on the retail side, we're finally starting to see them come down too. I think that equation is harder to answer.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that the used car prices are plummeting, but they're definitely on the decline.
Yep.
They're softening. So to try and extrapolate what that additional savings might be by the end of the year is going to be much more difficult on a pre-owned car than it would be on a new car. But still, everything boils down to what the difference will be in the interest rate and how that will ultimately impact the total cost of that vehicle, including all interest.
Now, we understand that on YouTube, although 85% of people out there in the world finance their vehicles, we know that 98% of YouTube viewers just pay cash. At least that's what the comments say.
Yes.
So if you're paying cash, you don't have to worry about any of this.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're the 98% of YouTube commenters who just pay cash, then your equation's really simple. If you're buying a used car, wait till the end of the year. Heck, you could even wait until like the first quarter of next year. Used car prices are going to continue to
wait till 2030. You're paying cash.
Well, that same commenter's probably driving their Toyota, whatever, till yeah. Anyway, you can wait. Do not feel pressure to do it now. Prices should continue to go down. And even on the new car side, take advantage of those year-end incentives. There probably will be some cash incentives as well. So cash is a lot easier. Finance purchasing, you got this math equation you got to do, and you should not fall for the Black Friday sales at the dealerships. It's a gimmick.
Most advertising is.
All right. Hopefully you found that helpful. Thanks for your time, Pops.
Thank you.